Okay, so good evening, everyone.
Good
Uh,
evening, sir.
yeah, am I audible to all?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir, you are audible.
Okay, fine. So first of all, if anyone have any doubt related to the previous topics, then please ask. Otherwise, I'll proceed with further topic. Anyone having any difficulty in the previous topics like basics of the numbers and then LCM, HCF of the fraction, and then what we have covered: remainder theorem, polynomial theorem, cyclicity, okay, divisibility, percentage, profit and loss, and even in surds, indices, and logarithm. Basically, today we will cover the questions of the surds, indices, and log. Okay, in the previous class, just we have go through the concept only. So till now, if anybody have any query, then please ask. Otherwise, I'll proceed. Okay. So no problem. So Chaya Sinha, are you new? Means this is your first class?
Yes, sir.
Okay, no problem. So are you aware about the means CSAT? Means you are from the mathematics background or from the humanities background?
Sorry, that 12th class, I am from science background, but now I am a psychology student.
Okay. No problem, no
I'm
problem.
audible, yes.
Okay. So no issues. ठीक है.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes. Please tell me,
Sir,
Kanika.
have we discussed that what we are going to do today? Actually, I've got disconnected for some time.
Okay. No. Basically, today I'll cover the questions of the surds, indices, and logarithm. After that, I'll cover the basic concept of the progressions. That means APGP and HP, arithmetic progression, geometric
Yes, sir.
progression, and harmonic progression. Okay. So, okay. So I think we should start now. So, screen is visible to all. Please tell me.
Sir, not yet.
It's not visible.
No, sir, it's not visible.
Just 1 minute. Now,
Sir, it's
Yes, sir, it is.
now.
okay, perfect. So as we did in the previous lecture, first of all, we go through the some solved problems. After that, we will discuss means the practice problems. Otherwise, I'll just give the practice problems to you. Please try to solve them by your own means by using your own brain. Fine. So first question here, find the value of 32 divided by 343 whole power minus 3 upon 5. So anybody have any query related to the powers, how we are simplifying means whatever we discussed in the previous class, like in the multiplication, if base is same, the power will be added. If the number is in the division, then power will be subtracted and like that. So anyone have a doubt in that part? Okay, so I'll consider that all the things are clear to you all guys. So question number 1, as it's like this: 32 divided by 343 whole power minus 3 upon 5. Fine. So what you can write, 32 we can write it as like 2 power 5, and 343 we can write it like 3 power 5, as here they already mentioned in the questions. After that, when you will write like 2 power 5 divided by 3 power 5 whole power minus 3 upon 5. Fine. So a power m whole power n, a power m whole power n. Fine. So what you can do, just if power to the power, we will write that power in the multiplication form. So you can write it whole power into minus 3 upon 5. So this and this number will be directly cancelled out, and you will directly get it this number like 2 upon 3 whole power minus 3. Again, I already told you, if a power minus m is given, what we can write 1 upon a power m. Means when power will be in negative, then what we do, just we put that number in the denominator part with the change in the symbol. That's it. So what we did in this question here, basically 2 upon 3 whole power minus 3 is written. So just 1 upon 2 upon 3 power 3 plus 3. Fine. So when this number will go in the when you will solve it, what you can write it like this: 1 upon 2 power 3, and this number will go in the numerator part. That means 3 power 3. So 3 power 3 upon 2 power 3, you can write it in a single number like 3 upon 2 whole power 3. What is written in the question. So 3 power 3, again 3 power 3 is equals to 27, and 2 power 2 is equals to 8 simply. So they solved it like this. So first question is clear to all or not? Please tell me.
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everyone? Okay, perfect. So after this, second question is here: 4 whole power 3x minus 2 into 8 equals to 1. So how you will proceed? You can do so many things. Basically 4 is here, 8 is here, 1 is here. So for 4 you can write it like 2 power 2, 8 you can write it like 2 power 3, and 1 again you can write it 2 power 0. So power of any 0 power of any number always equals to 1. Please keep this thing in your mind. So if 2 power this, 2 power this, and 2 power this, so the base, all the base are same. So just we can equate the power, or we can add the power, or we can subtract the power. So for this concept, just we will proceed like this. Means for this question, we'll proceed like this. So just see here. Basically, what you can write: 4 power 3x minus 2, 2 power 2, okay, whole power 3x minus 2. Again, what you can write: 8 2 power 3 equals to what you can write 2 as 2 power 1 as 2 power 0. So again, a power m whole power n. So this and this will go in the multiplication form. That means 2 power 2 3 ja 6x minus 2 2 ja 4. Again 2 power 3 is also here, equals to 2. Sorry, 2 power 0. So again, base is same, and these numbers are in the multiplication. So what you will do, basically you will write the same base, and you will add these numbers, these all numbers. So 6x minus 4 plus 3 equals to 2 power 0. Again, a power m equals to, somewhere is written like a power x and a power y. This number means if base is same, we can equate these numbers to solve the problem. Okay, so this will be either x equals to y, or you can write it like x equal to 0 and y equals to 0. Okay, so what you will do here, basically power. So you will equate the power. 6x minus 4 plus 3 equals to 0. That means 6x equal to, sorry, this is in plus. 6x minus 1 equal to 0, and minus 1 when go in the right hand side, that will be equals to plus 1. So x will be equals to 1 upon 6. Is it clear? Question number 2. So if any query in this question, please raise your hand. Question number 2. Basically, first of all, you have to make the base same for entire number. After that, you have to apply the normal algebra. Okay, yeah, normal mathematics. Like if the powers are in the multiplication, you will add those powers directly. If powers are in the division, you will subtract the power directly. If powers are in one power is in the left hand side, another power in the right hand side, and base for the both powers are same, so you can equate the powers directly. Is it clear? Basically, we use three concepts here. One is for the means a power m power n. Another one is a power m cross a power n, that is equals to a power m plus n. And one more concept, a power x equal to a power y, then x equal to y. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So after this, question number 3, find the value of x if a upon b equals to whole power 3x minus b for 3x minus 5 equals to b upon a x plus 3 power. Okay, fine. So what you can do here, a by b is written here, b by a is written here. So how you can equate these number means a by b and b by a. So how you can make it a upon b? So simply you know that if we do like means if we will do like this key a power minus m is there, so we can write it like a power m. So again what you can do, just do the multiplication of two minus numbers. Otherwise directly you can write it like b by a equals to 1 upon b upon a whole power sorry what I did it, just 1 minute. Basically you have idea minus means a to the power minus m equals to 1 upon a power m. Fine. So here b upon a is mentioned. So what you will do, b power a b upon a whole power minus 1 equals to a upon b simply. Okay. So if a by b whole power minus 1, that will be equals to 1 upon a by b, that will be equals to b upon a. So simply what you can write, b upon a that will be equals to a upon b whole power minus 1. Is it clear or not? First thing, when means number will go in the denominator part, just we will reverse that number with the power negative, one negative power. So the same thing they did in the solution part. Basically a by b, they write this number directly, and for b by a they write it like a upon b whole power minus 1. Fine. So now what you can do, simply base is a by b on both hand side, so you can equate the powers directly. That means 3x minus 5 again minus 1 and x plus 3, basically a by b power m power n. So these numbers will go in the multiplication part. That means minus 1 into x plus 3. So 3x minus 5 equals to minus x minus 3. So this number, when it will go in the left hand side, it will be in the positive symbol. That means 3x plus x, that will be equals to 4x. And when this number will go in the right hand side, again this number will go in the means positive number. This will be a positive number. That means minus 3 plus 5. So 4x equal to 2, x equals to 2 by 4, that is equals to 1 upon 2. So third one is clear, I hope. Please tell me if anybody have query in the third question. Basically what we did here, a power minus m equals to 1 upon a power m, first formula. Again a power m equals to a power n, then m equals to n. Basically base is same, so we will equate the power. We use these two concepts. Third one is clear or not? Please tell me.
Yes, sir. You.
Yes, sir, yes.
Okay, fine. So after this, question number 4, which is greater, means first number or second number. So just this concept, please keep this concept in your mind, basically, because UPSC will ask this kind of question in the examination. Basically they will give like square root of 3, square root of 3 and fourth root of 5. So just tell me the order of the number, means which number having more value and which number having less value. So how you will proceed for these kind of numbers? Fine. So just 1 minute, I'll tell you the entire concept behind this logic, then we'll discuss the question. And please, if anybody have any query when I'm discussing the question, please raise your hand. Basically ultimately you have to do the questions in the examination hall. There will be no concept, no formula, no logic. If you are means able to solve the question and mark your answer correctly, that is okay. Otherwise how you have a lot of idea about the concept, you have a lot of means the knowledge about the subject, but you are not able to solve the answer, that means you are zero. Okay. So what we are discussing, just how you will compare the numbers, how you will solve or equate or find out the value, find the value of any number, find the value of number, basically surd number. So suppose one example is there. Suppose I write like square root of 2, cube root of 3, and fourth root of 4. So which number will be greater or less? Or you can say write the order of the number by means increasing to decreasing order. In increasing order, you can say write the number in the increasing order only. So how you will solve these kind of problems? So just see. Basically for square root of 2, you can write it like 2 power 1 upon 2. Okay. Cube root of 3, again you can write it like 1 upon 3. And fourth root of 4, again you can write 4 power 1 upon 4. So I think this concept is already clear to you all guys. Basically, surd of any number that will be written as number whole power 1 upon the number mentioned in the surd. Okay. So after this, what you have to do, basically whatever the number mentioned in the power. Okay. So the denominator, okay, denominator of power, okay, whatever the numbers, just try to find out the LCM of all these numbers. Okay, that means LCM of 2, 3, and 4. Fine. These are the denominator basically for the powers. So what will be the LCM of 2, 3, 4? I think 3 4s are 12. Okay, so 12 is the LCM here. So after this, what you have to do, basically root 3, cube root of 3, and fourth root of 4. So what you write it, 2 power 1 by 2, 3 power 1 by 3, 4 power 1 by 4, and you got the LCM like 12. So after this, what you have to do, just directly multiply the LCM by each power like this. Fine. So 1 by 2 multiply by 12, 1 by 3 multiply by 12, and 1 by 4 multiply by 12 again. So what you will get again, a power m into n. So these numbers will be directly multiplied. So 12 into 1 by 2, that will be equals to what? 6. Okay. So 2 power 6. So first number will be 2 power 6. And the second number again 3 power 1 by 3 cross 12. That means 12 divided by 3. That will be equals to 3 power 4. Okay. And 4 power 1 by 4 into 12. That means 4 whole power 3. Is it clear or not to you all? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
This line is clear. Basically, you will get the question. Every alternate year, they will ask one question. Either they will ask like just these are the numbers basically in the surds or in the any fractional form, and just try to solve means compare these numbers either in the increasing order or in the decreasing order or anything else. Fine. So these are the basically number. Now after this 2 power 6, this will be equals to I think 64. 3 power 4, that will be equals to 81. And 4 power 3, that will be again equals to 64. So what you got here, 81 and 64 equals to 64. You can write it. Basically, I take a random number. So these numbers are equal. So again, they can ask one more question. That means cube root of 3, square root of 3 equals to fourth root of 4. So they might give the options like this. Option C is like this. So is it possible or not? Yeah, it's possible. How you will calculate? Just convert these numbers by relating trying to find out calculate the LCM of those numbers, whatever the numbers mentioned in the denominator part of the power. After that, you will get a particular exact number, exact figure in the power. After that, you can find out the exact number, and exact number you can compare very easily. Is it clear or not to you all? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So please make sure that this concept is clear to all basically, because this kind of question they will ask in your exam as well. After this, we'll go with the question, whatever they mentioned there. So fourth root of 4 and fifth root of 5, which number is greater? Okay. So I'll proceed here. Again, the two numbers are there. Fourth root of 4, that will be equals to 4 power 1 by 4. Fifth root of 5, that is equals to 1 by 5 power. Okay. So 4 and 5, these are the two numbers. So LCM of 4 and 5, what it will be? Please tell me. LCM of 4 and 5. Anyone?
26.
20. Perfect. So what you have to do now, just multiply by 20 in the power. So what you will get here, 4 power 20 divided by 4, and here 5 power 20 divided by 5. So this will be equals to 4 power 5, and this number will be equals to like 5 power 4. Fine. So 4 power 5, that means 4 4 ja 16, 4 ja 64, 4 ja 216, and 4 ja again 1024. So this number will be this. And 5 power 4, 5 5 ja 25, 5 ja 125, 5 ja 625. So automatically you can see that 4 power 5 is more. So this number will be greater. Okay, that means this will be. And if you have no idea about this concept, you directly see that 5 is the greater number. So fifth root of 5, that will be also greater than fourth root of 4. And you'll mark that fifth root of 5 is more than that number. So this concept is clear to all. Please tell me. Please raise your hand if anybody have doubt in this. Okay, perfect. I think this is clear. So just do one thing, please solve. I'm giving one question on this. So please try to calculate which number is less, means particular the number in the increasing order. Please try to calculate this number. Basically, yes, Chaya, you want to ask something?
Sir, I didn't get the shortcut method.
Shortcut method for what? I didn't tell you any shortcut method.
Sir,
Yeah. Yes, please.
sir, that you told na कि fifth root of 5 is so we can see कि ये greater I
नो
didn't
नो
get
नो
that.
बेसिकली मैंने ये बोला आपको कि ऐसा आपको डायरेक्ट लग सकता है कि फिफ्थ रूट ऑफ 5, तो 5 आपका
Oh,
नंबर
yes.
लार्ज है तो आप उसको डायरेक्टली मार्क कर दोगे, बट ऐसा पॉसिबल नहीं होता है। मैं इतना बोल रहा हूँ आपको, जब
Okay.
तक आपको कॉन्सेप्ट आइडिया नहीं, यू कैन नॉट सॉल्व दिस क्वेश्चन। इज इट क्लियर?
Okay. Yes, sir.
So please solve this question. Basically I can give you like cube root of 3 and fifth root of 5, and after that square root of 2. Just tell me the increasing order of these numbers. Increasing order you have to calculate. Please solve. And the time allotted for this question is only 3 minutes as per the rules basically. Square root of 2, cube root of 3, and fifth root of 5. What will be the final answer for this? I think time is over. Okay, 1 minute remaining, no problem. So you are able to solve or not? Please tell me.
Sir, 5 root 5 is less than root 2, and that is less than 3 root 3.
Okay, so what is the value in the number for, please tell me, for all these three? Cube root of 3, what you got?
59049.
5904. Okay, okay, 35. Okay, 3 5 is 15. Okay, no problem. ठीक है. And fifth root of 5? What it is?
15625.
Okay, 15625. And this
32768.
32768. Okay, I got it. Basically, why this question is time taking. Basically, it's a lengthy question. No problem. So 3 power 1 by 3, 5 power 1 by 5, 2 power 1 by 2. So LCM will be equals to 30. Okay. So into 30, into 30, and into 30. So this will be equals to like 3 power 10. This will be equals to 5 power 6. And this one will be equals to like 2 power 15. Perfect. So now which number is greater or which number is basically you will not get these kind of lengthy calculation in your examination. Okay, I gave a random question. That's why this is lengthy, but don't worry, I'll discuss this one also. So you can write it like 3 3 are 9, 3 are 27, cross 27, cross 27 into 3. Now this you can write it like 25, cross 25, cross 25. It's a general calculation, and for this you can write it like 16, so power 2 power 4, that means 4 3 pair of 16, 1 pair of 8. Okay, so the approx value for this obviously this number is less than this number. You got it. Okay, so now you have to find out which one is more in these numbers. Okay, so you can just compare like that part also. So basically 16, 16 and 16. So again 16 or you can say like this key 2 power 15 na. So you can 2 power 8, that means 512 cross you can go like that also yaar ki, just 1 minute, 128 cross 128 means 2 power 7, 2 power 7 into 2. So the multiplication again you can break it like 25 means 125 cross 125. This number will be like this. So again 128 cross 128 cross 2. So 128 is greater than 125. So this number is greater than this also. Okay, so you got like this key. This is largest one. After this, after this one. Basically I want to say that key just without solving the entire power, you can just break those powers in the smaller number. Basically they are not asking the value of the numbers. Okay, they are asking which one is greater, which one is less. So you can calculate in the approx value, and this idea may vary with student to student. Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
ये क्या होता है? पंचामृत जो होता है,
Aishwarya,
तो वो
please
बोलो
mute
ना शबला
yourself.
बड़ चला कर.
Aishwarya, please mute yourself. Okay,
Yes, sir.
perfect.
Clear.
Okay, fine. Basically you can calculate by using your own concept. Don't worry that ki sir how you calculate this or that. The calculation part is your own, means whatever you learn your in the previous lecture. Aishwarya, please mute yourself, otherwise I will remove you from the
तुम तो
class.
रोते हो ना जैसे.
Aishwarya,
अरे मुझे इसके मुंह से सही में नेक.
okay, I removed her, no problem. After this we'll see in the next question. So basically when you'll get the numbers like this, you can solve it. Fine. After this, the next question. So simplify this. Again, simplification, I already discussed this kind of question in the classroom only. So what you have to do, whatever the number mentioned in the denominator part, again, the opposite symbol of that will multiply in the numerator as well as in the denominator. Fine. So again, a plus b, that will become a plus b whole square in the above part, and a minus b, a plus b, that will become a square minus b square in the denominator part, below part. Okay, so the same thing they did in the solution part as well. You can see here the square root of 8 plus square root of 2 whole power 2, and square root of 8 square minus square root of 2 square. Again a square plus b square plus 2ab. So square root of 8 square, that will be equals to 8. Square root of 2 square, that will be equals to 2. And 2ab, that means 2 root 2 and root 8, basically 2 okay. So what it will be? basically 8 2 ja 16, that means 2 cross 4. Basically 16, that means the root of 16, that is equals to 4. So 2 cross 4, that is equals to 8. So 8 plus 2, 10 plus 8. And in the denominator part, square root of 8 square, that is equals to 8. And square root of 2 square, that is equals to 2. 8 minus 2, that is equals to 6. So 18 divided by 6. So 3 will be the answer for this. So fifth one is clear or not? Please tell me. Basically, simplification, they might ask in your examination. Otherwise, these kind of question will not come directly, but these concept will use when you are solving means question related to your examination. Okay. Again, the next question is also the same thing. That means the simplification part only, nothing else, but in the algebraic form. So sometimes a student may hesitated or may hesitated just because this number is showing this is a very big number, and the numbers are in the algebraic form, so they just skip these kind of question. But don't do that. Basically, again, what just opposite means you have to write square root of square root of a square plus 1 plus square root of a square minus 1 in the denominator, and again the same number in the numerator. Okay. So again, you will get a plus b square, a square minus b square, the same thing here. Okay. So a plus b square, again, the square of this. So square of this will be like this. And again, square of this. So that will be like this, plus 2 into root of a square plus 1, root of a square minus 1. Okay. This will go in the numerator part, and in the denominator part, square of this minus square of this a square, and the number will be plus 1. Okay. So in the denominator part, you can see directly a square will be cancelled out. So you will get only 2. And in the numerator part, what it will be? A square plus a square, that is equals to 2a square plus 1 minus 1. This will be cancelled out. And 2 again, what here? A square plus 1, a square minus 1. Both are in the root. Okay, so a plus b, a minus b, again a what? A square of square, that will be equals to a power 4 minus 1. And in the denominator, there is 2. So 2, and when you will take the common on the in the numerator, 2 will be cancelled out. So you will get the direct answer like this, a power 4 minus 1. So sixth one is clear or not? Please tell me. Basically, if you are doing the calculation in the right direction, the question is really easy. But if you did a mistake of even 1 plus or minus, then you cannot solve these kind of question. This is the reality. So sixth one is clear. Okay. Yeah, Sanjeev, you want to ask something? Please tell me.
So question based on number 5. Sir, 2 root 16, how it will be 8?
Okay. So 2 root 16, how it will be 8? So square root of 16. 16 का root आप बताइए ना क्या होता है? Square root of 16, that means 16 power 1 upon 2. Okay. So 16, you can write it like 2 power 4, 1 upon 2. Okay. 2 square, that is equals to 4. Otherwise, 16, that means 4 cross 4. So
Yes, yes.
one pair will be there. So 4. So again, 2 4 ja 8. If root 16 is 4, so 2 cross 4, that will be equals to 8. Clear?
Yes, sir, thank you.
Okay, no problem. Any other query related to question number 4, 5, 6? Please raise your hand. Okay, no problem. If no problem means no query, then fine. So these are the practice questions. Okay, and I already discussed the first question in the class only, and I think square root of 2 was the answer for this. Again, for this, how you will proceed? Directly, when just means here what concept is used? A power minus m equals to 1 upon a power m. Okay, so a power m, that is equals to a power minus 1 upon m. You can write it like this also. So simply when 216 will go in the where in the numerator, then you can write it like this. So whatever the power is in the negative, that will move in the positive. Okay, so again 216, so this is equals to 6 cube. okay, into 2 upon 3. So this will be cancelled. So I think 36 you will get from here, and when you will solve it again, 27 to the power 4. Oh, sorry. Yeah, perfect. 27 to the power 4 upon 3. So 27, so 3 power 4, that means 27. So 36 divided by, sorry, 3 power 4,
81.
81 will be there. So 36 divided by 81, again when you'll solve it, you'll get, sorry, 12 divided by 27, that means 4 upon 9, right? Yeah. So this is your answer. So just follow the step, follow the basic concept, you will get the answer. Your final answer will be there. Don't worry about that. Fine. So question number 2 is also discussed. Question number 3 again. So I think you can solve these questions. Yeah. Why I'm discussing? Okay. So just consider these questions as your AC set assignment. You can solve this. Okay. And if there will be any query, then I'll just give you the solution for these questions. After that also, if you have query, then you can ask in the classroom. Fine.
Fine, sir, fine.
Okay, perfect. So I can just stop this screen. One more thing, I already uploaded the solution for your profit and loss part. So questions done or not? Please tell me. Questions related to your profit and loss. Please tell me.
Done, sir.
It is done, sir.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So these are the solution for your profit and loss part. So please go through these solution. Still, if anybody have any query in these answers, or means in any question you are not getting the concept, so you can ask me directly in the where on the WhatsApp, or you can call me. Okay, so that's it. After this, I already told you that I'll discuss the concept of the what basically the concept related to your progression, that means AP, GP and HP. Just 1 minute, I'm not able to share the screen. Please give me 1 minute. And please try to finish the question whatever I'm giving on the given time frame. Basically, if I gave you the question related to the search indices today, so please try to cover those questions before the next class. Okay, whenever that will be. I think that is on the Wednesday or Thursday. Okay. So pace को आप लोग maintain रखिएगा, please. It's my request. Fine. So we'll go with the progression part. So basically, what is progression? Just 1 minute. Okay. So all of you are aware about the progression or not? Basically, have you heard the term arithmetic progression, geometric progression, and harmonic progression or not? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay. Not heard, not an issue. So just 1 minute. Okay. So basically progression. So another name for the progression is sequence. Okay. So we are discussing sequence and series here. So just I want to tell you, just see by one example. Somewhere is written like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on up to 999. And someone is asking what will be the sum of these numbers. So you can do one thing, just calculate directly, means just add all these numbers, you'll get the answer. Definitely you will get the answer. But practically this approach is not possible. Okay, so to sort these kind of problems, just we introduce one chapter, means one concept, that is known as progression. Okay, so again this is one thing. Another thing is written like suppose 2, 4, 8, 16 and so on 1024. What will be the sum of these numbers? Okay. Another one thing is written like, suppose someone is written in the what fractional form. Again the same concept, 1 upon 999. What will be the sum of these numbers? Okay, so by adding these numbers, it's practically not possible to solve these kind of large sequence. Okay, so that's why we will discuss the concept of the progression. So basically, what is sequence and what is series? Sequence, that means whatever the number you are writing, that following a particular order. Okay, that means there is a particular difference, there is a particular means either difference, or you are adding a particular means fixed number, then you are getting the next number. Either you are multiplying any fixed number, then you are getting the next number, or you are dividing any number, then you are getting the next number. So okay, so if any number means number plus fixed value, that is means another number, again fixed value, another number 1, then another number 2, and in this so on and so on. So if somewhere is written like this, then that particular means the number means those numbers will be in a particular sequence. Okay, means you can say that those numbers will be in a particular series. Okay, so if numbers are following a particular sequence, that is known as a particular, that is known as a series of those numbers. Okay, so here you can see here that the difference is 1, again the difference is 1, again the difference is 1, and so on. Suppose I wrote like 2 4 6 8, again the difference, these are the even numbers, and the difference is here 2. Okay, difference of 2. Again I'm writing like 2 4 6 8 and so on. So what you are doing here, multiplying by 2 in the previous number, you are getting the next number. Okay, again you can write like 1024, then 512, and 256, and so on. So again what you are doing here, just dividing the number. Somewhere is written like, suppose 512, then 504, 496, 488, and so on, in the last written like 8. Okay, so again what you are seeing here, difference of 8. Okay, you are subtracting the 8, decreasing the sequence is decreasing by 8. Okay, and your series is like 512, 504, 496, and this. Okay, so this is the basic idea about the sequence and series. Okay, and basically you can divide the series in 3 parts. First one is arithmetic progression. Okay, second one is geometric progression, and third one is harmonic progression. Okay, fine. So if somewhere is the difference of either plus or minus, okay, like 1 2 3 4, or I wrote one more sequence like 512, then 504, then 496, 488. So first one was the means addition part, that means 1, then you are adding 1, you are getting 2, again adding 1, you are getting 3, and so on. And the second one is here just the difference of 8, so that is the subtraction part. Again, when you will discuss the geometric part, then you will get the concept of either multiplication or division. So I already wrote like 2 4 8 16, so this is the multiplication part, and 512, 256, 128, 64, and so on. So this is your division part. So these will come in the GP part. And harmonic progression, so basically this is the progression for the fractional number in general. So fractional numbers, so this is nothing, just reverse of AP. Fine, so there is no need to discuss a lot on the harmonic progression. So basically you can say like this, ki somewhere is written like 1 1 upon 2, 1 upon 3, 1 upon 4, again so on. So when you will reverse all the number, you will get like this, 1 2 3 4, and so on. So this number is in AP. So reverse of any fractional sequence, if the reverse is in the AP form, so that number will be in the HP form. Is it clear? बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर है आपका? एपी जीपी एचपी. एपी मींस एरिथमेटिक, यू कैन जस्ट वहां से आप वो कर लीजिए, प्लस और माइनस की बात होगी. व्हेन यू विल डिस्कस द जीपी, there will be the discussion of the either division or multiplication. when you will discuss the concept of the HP, so those numbers will be in the fractional form, and the reverse of those number will be in the AP form. That means arithmetic progression. So so the basic introduction about these are clear or not? Please tell me. Is it clear or not? Please tell me. Okay है ना, ये आपको
sir.
क्लियर है? प्लीज टेल मी ना. हिना, संजीव, नवीन, मानसी, चंद्रू, या?
Sir, clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, clear है, perfect.
Yeah, sir.
Okay, no problem. So after this, just we will go with the formula part, how we derive the formula and all for these numbers. Okay, so first of all, how you will calculate the sum of finding out the nth term of an AP. Okay, so AP, so I already told you AP, that means the arithmetic progression. So there will be either the difference of that will be either in the increasing order or in the decreasing order. When the number will be in the increasing order, that means the difference of plus. When number is in the decreasing order, that means the difference of minus. Fine. So just go with one example. For example, if I wrote like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So what I mentioned here, the nth term. Okay. This is basically your formula, a plus n minus 1 into d. So a will be your first term. So a equals to 1 here. Okay. And d you can remember like difference. Okay. So just give me 1 minute, please. Hello, am I audible? Okay, I think I'm audible. Okay, so D is your difference part. Okay, difference, that means common difference. So basically, what is the difference here? You can see directly that D equals to 1. Okay, fine. So D equals to 1. And after that, n means number of terms. Okay, number of terms. Fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So n equals to 5. So suppose they are saying what will be the nth term. So you can calculate directly here. So suppose I'm saying ki if this is the sequence, and what will be the T20? T20 means 20th term of this sequence. Okay, 20th term of this sequence. So how you'll calculate T20? Again, A plus n minus 1 into D. This is your basic formula. So A, it is your 1. 20th term, that means n equals to 20. You have to calculate for the 20th term. So आपको ये clear हो जाएगा. 20 minus 1. D, that means your difference part. That means 20 into 1. So 1 plus 20 minus 1, that is 19. And 1 is the multiplication. 1 plus 9, 19 ones are 19, 19 plus 1, 20. So simply you can just directly see that key 1, 2, 3, and 4. And in the same manner, if we will move, so the 20th term will be 20. For this sequence, you can calculate. Fine. So is it clear or not to you all? Please tell me. Is it clear?
Sir?
Yes.
What is A symbolizes for?
A is the first term of your sequence. That means 1 here. Okay. I already just mentioned the things in the formula. Just 1 minute. Basically, this is your formula. Okay. So where Tn, that means nth term, whatever you will calculate, A will be your first term, n minus 1. So n will be nth term, whatever you will calculate. Okay. And D means the difference, whatever you are getting. Okay. And just one thing, if the difference is in negative, so put it as a negative. If the difference is in the positive, put it as a positive. That means if number is in increasing, you will get the difference in the positive. And if the number is in the decreasing order, you will get the difference in the negative. Is it clear? Abhi
Yes,
clear
sir.
hai? Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
So suppose if you want to calculate the last term for any sequence, again the same formula will be there for that also. So L represent the last term. Okay, nothing much. Fine. So these two are the things. Okay, also means I'll discuss one more example on this, then this concept will be more clearer to you all. fine. Just see, suppose I wrote like one sequence 5, 10, 15 and so on. And I say that what will be the 20th term for this? Okay, T20. Okay, so first term again, A equals to 5 and the difference is, that means D equals to also 5. Always calculate the difference, means the next number minus the previous number. Don't go like this ki 5 minus 10. Okay, so this is your the second number, so second minus first or third minus second or anything like that, but the next number minus the previous number, not the previous minus next. Okay, so D is the 20 here. Again you have to calculate the 20th term, that means n equals to 20. Fine. So what will be the value of T20? You have to calculate. So T20 directly you can write the formula A plus n minus 1 into D. So A is 5 plus n is 20 minus 1, D is your 5. So you can write it like 20 minus 1, 19 into 5. That means 5 plus 19 5 is 95, you will get 100. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. One question will be like this.
Sir,
Another, yes,
sir.
please. Yes.
Sir, after using this method, मतलब कोई भी इसका टर्म में मतलब सॉल्व कर सकते हो ना,
Yes,
मतलब
yes. Yeah,
जो भी
yeah.
दे,
Yes, yes, yes.
या अगर इसका टर्म दे दे 125 तो
Yeah,
इसको भी
just
ये प्रोसेस से बना
yeah. Just see here, na. You are saying like 5, 10, 15, 20, up to and so on, and you have to calculate the 125th term. Okay. So one question will be like this. Otherwise, they can say this is your sequence, and the you have to calculate the last term for this sequence, and suppose n equals to 125. They can mention, yeah.
इतना इजी क्या मैं एग्जाम में आएगा या इससे ज्यादा मतलब
Just 1 minute.
difficulties?
Don't worry. Don't worry. In the starting, just we'll see like this, ना. आप starting में आपको direct मैं दे दूंगा अगर concept means tough question, then
नहीं
आपको दिक्कत नहीं हो
समझ
जाएगी.
गई, मैं ऐसे ही बोल रही थी, मगर ये
Okay.
फॉर्मूला याद रखने से मुझे मतलब मेरा मैथ सॉल्व हो जाएगा.
हाँ. So this is your sequence, n equals to 25. Just you have to tell the last term. Okay, what will be the last term for this sequence? So how you will calculate? Just see. Last time I already told the same value, the same formula will be applicable for both the things. Again, A is here 5, D 10 minus 5, that is also 5, N is already mentioned 125. So L equals to A 5 plus N is 125 minus 1 into 5. So 5 into 124 into 5. So 5 into 620. That means 6 5 is 3000.
सर इधर प्लस होगा 5 plus 124.
No. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. This will be this. Okay.
625.
Okay. So 625 will be your answer. My apology. Fine. So is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. So
Sir?
yes.
What if the numbers are in descending form? Should we
Okay.
take D,
Yeah.
in the
One
minus term?
example on that also. Just I already gave you one example like 512 and then 504, 496 and so on. Okay. So suppose I'm asking that what will be the 23rd term of this? Okay. So again A equals to 512 and D, that means again you have to do 504 minus 512. Okay, previous minus next, next minus previous, so you will get minus 8 as a difference. Okay, and N is already mentioned 23, so the same formula will be there, A plus N minus 1 into D. So T23rd you have to calculate. A is your 512 plus N is your 23 minus 1 into minus 8. Okay, this is your difference. So 512 minus 22 into minus 8. So 512 minus 172, but it will be in the negative part. Okay, minus will come here 22. So minus and minus, that will be in the just 1 minute. Sorry, this is the plus now. I directly wrote it minus. Okay. So this is plus here, this is minus. So plus into minus, that will be minus. So 512 minus 176. So what answer you will get here? 12 minus 6, that is 6. 0, 10 minus 7, 336. Fine. Is it clear now, Anay? This is
Yes,
for the
sir.
decreasing sequence. Perfect. Okay. So just I want to tell you one more concept here. Suppose I write the formula directly like this. Tn equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. So I'll say you what will be the first term. Okay, in this formula. So what you will write? A plus first term, that means 1 minus 1 into d. That is equals to 1 minus 1, 0d. A plus 0d, that is equals to directly a. Okay, I already told you. So from where you got the first term like a, directly you can put the value n equals to 1, you'll get the a only. Second term, that means a plus 2 minus 1 into d. So a plus 2 minus 1, 1 into d, that means a plus d. T3, so a plus 3 minus 1 into d, that is equals to a plus 2d. Is it clear? In the similar manner, suppose I'm saying that what will be the 20th term? So a plus 20 minus 1 into d. That means a plus 19d. So you can just remember one thing here. Just whatever the number you are writing with your common difference part, just decrease by 1. You will get the direct number, means first term plus decrease the value by 1 into d. That means your common difference part. Is it clear or not? How we are getting the values means your terms. Yes.
Sir.
Okay, fine. So you have to remember these things. Basically, sometimes they will ask the questions like that. Ki they will apply one logic that you have to force. They will force you to solve the linear equation using the linear equation in two variables by giving the questions relating with the APGP part. Basically AP. How? Just I'll tell you. Suppose they are saying like the 20th term, okay, 20th term of any sequence is like 13, and 17th term is equals to, suppose I'm saying that key it's 8. Okay, so they will ask what will be the value of a, what will be the value of d. You got my question? Ki suppose there is a sequence for which the 20th term is 13 and 17th term is 8, then what will be the value of a, that means first term, and the what will be the common difference. So how you will proceed? Just see. I already told you 20th term, that means first term plus decrease the value by 1 and whatever the term it is, and that is equals to 13 according to question. Again 17th term, you can write it a plus 16d, that is equals to 8. This is your equation 1, this is your equation 2. Again you can subtract it directly like this, a minus a 0. So 19 minus 16, you will get 3d. 3d equals to 13 minus 8, that is 5. So the difference will be here 5 by 3. I just take a random example. So again, when you will put the value in any equation in these, so you'll get the value of a like this. 19 into 5 by 3 equals to 13. So after calculating, you can write it like 95 by 3. So 39 minus 95 whole divided by 3. Whatever the answer you are getting. Concept wise, is it clear or not? Basically somewhere they are saying like the 20th like the for any sequence is there for which the 17th term is this, 25th term is this, then what will be the first term, what will be the common difference, or they can say what will be the sum of the first 20 numbers, means first 20 sequence, like that. Okay, I'll discuss these kind of questions. Basically just I'm briefing you about the concept part only here. Is it clear or not? Please tell me.
सर
It's
लास्ट में
clear, sir.
समझ में नहीं रहा है
क्या नहीं समझ में आया? प्लीज टेल मी.
सर आप थोड़ा रिपीट कर दीजिए ना पूरा
Okay.
मतलब
So 1 minute. Basically this is clear or not? First term, that means a, second term a plus d, third term a plus 2d, and 20th term a plus 19d. Suppose I will say 1000th term, so this will be equals to a plus 999d. ये वाला clear है ना?
ये Yes, sir.
Okay. So now what I said in this question, this is basically your question where I said the 20th term for any sequence is 13. So according to the question, I directly just move on the solution part also. So 20th term of any sequence, that will be equals to a plus 19d. Is it clear? That is equals to 13 according to the question. 17th term of the same sequence is 8. 17th term, that will be a plus 16d, that is equals to 8. So what will be the value of a, what will be the value of d? That means what will be the first term of that sequence and what is the common difference of that sequence. So now this question is not the part of the AP or GP. This question is part of the linear equation in two variable. Okay. So now a plus
Okay, sir.
19d equals to 13, a plus 16d equals to 8. So by whatever the concept you are using, just try to solve these two equations and just try to find out the value of a and d. Basically, this is the logic
Okay,
behind
sir.
the question. And I think that, yeah, I'm assuming that you all are able to solve the linear equation in two variable. You all are able to solve the questions related to your quadratic equation. But still, if anybody have query, then you can ask. Don't worry. Don't hesitate to ask anything. I'll try to clear all your doubts. Fine. So this was the basic idea. After this, just we'll move on the formula part. Just give me 1 minute. Okay. So sum of n terms of an AP, that is equals to this. You can remember this formula directly, not this formula directly. You can say like n upon 2 a plus L, or the formula for L was what? N upon 2 a plus L was equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. So a plus a, that will become n upon 2 2a plus n minus 1 into d. I already wrote in this formula on the, yeah, first line of this. Again, you can just remember n upon 2 a plus L as well. Okay. So this is the sum of the sequence. Like so suppose the sequence, basically we are calculating the terms here if the sequence is like this. But someone is saying what will be the sum of this sequence like this if the last term is 999. So if last term is mentioned directly, you can write 1 to 99 999. That means there will be how many terms will be there? Suppose I think this will be 1000. Okay, 1000. So 1000 divided by 2. Again, a, that means your first term, that is equals to 1, and the last term, that is 999. So 1000. Okay, 1000 divided by 5 into again 1000. So this will be 500. So 500 from here, 000 from here. You'll get the sum like this. And this is practically not possible that 1 plus 2 3, again 3 plus 3 6, 6 plus 4 10. So you have to remember this formula. Is it clear or not? Please tell me. Basically, अभी आप इस पे मत जाइए, example पे मत जाइए. Just remember this formula. If they are giving any question related to your AP part, they are asking for the sum. Just n upon 2 into a plus L directly, means first term plus last term, n upon 2 into first term plus last term. Again, suppose they are saying like that ki they were not mentioned the thing related to your last term, just directly you can write that formula like this, or just expand the formula a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, these are the very basic formula, and I think you all are already aware about these formula. Basically this chapter was related with the class 10th part only, but still I'm discussing all the things in very deep. So is it clear or not? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
fine.
sir.
Okay. Fine. Okay. So one more thing, assumptions of the terms in AP. Okay, assumptions means ki suppose they are saying like somewhere ki the sum of 4 terms is equals to this. So, and what will be the value of A and D? They are simply asking like this ki suppose sum of any sequence is 20. So what will be the value of A? What will be the value of D? Again, you can assume the sequence like this ki A plus D, A plus 2D, a plus 3d. Don't worry, this is also your right sequence, but practically it's not possible by solving the means yeah, it's possible, but the calculation part will become little bit tough. Okay, so for that, what we just develop means basically we develop a particular concept that key, if somewhere they are saying the sum of three terms, so those terms you can consider like this key, a, that will be your first term, and a plus d, that will be your next term, a minus d. So a minus d, a plus d, a and a plus d. Why like this? Suppose we are saying the sum of these terms is like 20. So just see here, a minus d plus a plus d, you get like this 30. So a, d and d will be cancelled out, 3a equals to 30, a equals to 10. So now what if a is 10? Okay, so you have to calculate the value of d. Okay, so you can calculate that part also, or you can say like 10 is here. Okay, so what will be the next term? Like this and like this. So 5, 10 and 15. So 10, 5, 15 plus 15, that will be equals to 30. Okay, so just making the calculation easier, we consider the terms like this. Okay, means ki a will be your center part. Directly I am telling you, a will be your center part, and if the terms are in the odd, means odd numbers like 3 terms, 5 terms, or 7 terms, so just move one next and means one previous, one next, decrease one previous and increase one next. Okay, so like this key, a is your means here first term. So what you did, just you add the your common difference, that is d. Okay, and what you did in the left hand side, just you decrease the common difference by you decrease the value by the common difference. Okay, again in the same manner, if they are saying like the 5 terms, so again increase one another difference, that means a plus 2d, and decrease one another difference, a minus 2d. Suppose they are saying for the seven terms, means sum of the 7 terms, so a plus 3d will be here, a minus 3d will be here. They are saying for the 9 terms, so a minus 4d this side, a plus 4d this side. Is it clear? For the odd terms, just follow the order, means a plus d, a plus 2d, you are moving further, a minus d, a minus 2d, you are going means in the previous orders or in the back side. Is it clear? Please
Yes,
tell
sir.
me. Okay. And when they will means discuss about your means even part, okay, even part like 4 terms, 2 terms, okay, or 4 terms or 6 terms. For 2 terms there is not possible the practicality, so just we skip that part. But for 4 terms, again just see here, you will not consider the a as your mid part. Okay, that means the a will be not here, so you have to start by like this, a plus d, so again a minus d. You will skip the even number, that means 2d, 3 and 4d you have to skip. So again a plus 3d, a minus 3d. Again suppose for the 6 terms, okay, so what you will do, a plus 5d this side and a minus 5d this side. Again for the 8 terms, a minus 7d, a plus 7d. Is it clear? For odd, start with a, increase one number in the right, decrease one number in the left, and just follow this order for the odd terms. But for the even terms, a minus d, a plus d, just remember like that ki आपका जब when your terms will be in the odd, start with a, when your terms will be in the even, a minus d, a plus b, a plus d. Okay, basically you have to consider 2 terms if the numbers are in the odd, means even form. Even you can just go for the 2 terms also. 2 is your even number, so for 2, a minus d, a plus d. Okay, again for the 4, a minus 3d, a plus 3d. For 6, a minus 5d, a minus 2d, a minus d, a plus d, a plus 3d, a plus 5d. Is it clear how you will consider the terms? Don't worry, I will discuss so many questions on this, and after the means discuss the discussion of the examples, I'm damn sure about that you will pick the concept very easily. Okay, so these are the some basic formula: sum of n natural number n into n plus 1 by 2, and sum of the square of first n natural number n into n plus 1 by 2, Sum of n first, you can write here also first, only for the first, not for the any other. Like if they are saying 1, 2, 3, 4, and 50. So what will be the sum for this? Okay. So you can directly write it 50 into 50 plus 1 whole divided by 2. If they are saying 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 50 square, what will be the sum for this? You can put the value here 50, 50 plus 1, 2 into 50 plus 1 whole divided by 6. But the number should start from the 1 only. If the number is starting from the 51, then it's not possible. Then you have to apply these all formulas and you have to calculate. And the sum of the cube of the first n natural number, again the sum of the whatever the sum you are getting from the normal number, that means 1, 2, 3, 4 sum. So just square that number. Okay, that means the for the normal number square. So again n into n plus 1 divided by 2 whole square. Is it clear? These three formula. Basically, these are the very basic formula. Don't worry. Please tell me. Basically, without
Yes, sir.
without examples, you are not able to solve these kind of things very easily. And don't worry, I'll discuss so many examples related to these concept. Again, GP part, so it's not possible to finish the GP within 5-10 minutes. What is the time? Please tell me, anybody.
Sir, 8:30.
Okay, 8:31. So GP will take around 15-20 minutes. So it's not possible for today. So just is it clear or not? Yeah, please tell me. AP.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Clear है.
ओके परफेक्ट. अगर क्लियर है तो अच्छी बात है, और अगर क्लियर नहीं है किसी को, सो प्लीज डोंट वरी. व्हेन वी विल डिस्कस द एग्जांपल्स, देन यू विल पिक द कॉन्सेप्ट वेरी इजीली. एंड please means try to solve these questions on time, especially related to your AP, because when I'll discuss the things related to your means you can say like, then when I'll discuss the coding decoding part, sometimes you'll get like 1 and then 3, 5, 7. So how you'll calculate? Or they can say 1 means 1 into 2 plus 3 into 4 plus 5 into 8 plus 7 into suppose 16 and so on. So how I'll get the 20th term for this? So one term, one means first sequence will be in your AP, second sequence will be in your GP. So you can just solve both sequences separately, and you can try to means you can find out your answers. Okay, so APGP really very means easy concept, and very means tricky thing. Basically, I want to say that ki if you are able to solve AP, GP, and HP questions, then you can solve 3-4 questions very easily in your UPSC examination. Basically, these kind of concept will also used in your coding decoding portion, like somewhere is written like A, B, C, D, then you'll skip either 1 or 2 number, then you'll again written F, G, H, I. These kind of questions are also coming, then those are also interrelated with your AP part especially. Fine. So if anybody facing difficulty, then please ask in the class only. I'll take one more class for the AP and GP. AP, GP, HP, I'll finish in the next class. After that, either I will pick the ratio proportion SI and CI, or I'll move on the, you can say like set theory, blood relation, direction sense test. Just I'll see that part. Okay. So till now, if anybody had doubt, then please tell me. And I already uploaded the things related to your profit and loss solution. So please go through that part. And if anybody have not the access for the Google Drive, and if he or she is already enrolled, then please text me on my WhatsApp number. I already told you all guys. Okay. And I'm again writing. And Chaya, it's your first class, so please share your contact details either here or on my means WhatsApp number where you find the suitability. Okay. Okay, everyone. So if no one,
Yes, sir, I'm clear.
okay, fine. And okay, so if anybody have doubt, then please raise your hand. Otherwise, I'll wind up with the session. Okay, I got your number. Okay. Fine. ठीक है फिर. Okay, thank you everyone. We'll meet in the next class with the GP, HP, and the questions related to the AP, GP, and HP. Fine. And please try to
Okay, sir.
solve the questions related to your search indices part. I'll upload the thing. I already uploaded the thing on your Google Drive. So please go through that part. Fine. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. 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 Okay.